C1.
Oh, nobody cares about the rain today, David.
Except media people.
We don't like to get wet, do we? Or cold.
Red carpet is rolled out. The Cardinals are in place.
I can see Ron Brown in that receiving line as well. And you know, I think I saw former Mayor Federico Pena up there, but
Chief of Protocol.
That's right, Mary Racer.
And there is the Pope.
Pope John Paul II. And the cheer goes up in the crowd. What a moment. And a wave from the Pope.
Certainly a historic moment here in Denver, Colorado, the arrival of Pope John Paul II. Interestingly enough, we've got a small crowd of people here at Mile High Stadium looking at our television monitor and getting their first glimpse of Pope John Paul II as he arrives in Denver. He'll be over here later tonight.
And what a picture there.
You notice when he stepped off the plane, he did not kiss the ground as we do as ambassador to the Vatican. Position that he said he cherished and he knew would be much tougher, although more enjoyable, as serving as the mayor of Boston. Now shaking hands with Secretary of Commerce Ron Brown. Donna Shalala, and to her left is former Denver Mayor and now current Transportation Secretary Federico Pena.
That's right. These are people who, no matter what their position in government, you have to say today, David, they are thrilled to be there on that receiving line.
Bill, you asked a moment ago what we thought if we knew the Pope was going to be talking about in his opening remarks here in Denver. I'm not real sure. I've got to think that because his message has been of peace and urging young people all over the world not to take what he called the easy way, I would be very surprised if he doesn't at least touch on that in these opening remarks that are supposed to last about 10 minutes.
The president helping the Pope, the two top heads of state, in a way, we could say. The president, obviously, the head of the United States, the Pope, the head of Roman Catholics throughout the world.
Let's just enjoy this crowd, and if you can get you at home, you get a bit of a feel of what those are feeling here.
Else to see this man in person.
The Pope's certainly the center of attention out at Stapleton Airport today. You can see President Clinton behind him with this big smile on his face, like he's just met someone he wanted to meet for a long time.
Now for the national anthem.
Watching lightning just to the south. On the other side of McNichol, several bolts that come into one here.
That's right. There are some people singing happy birthday to the president. His birthday is next week. And then on the other side, people chanting for the Pope. Young people waiting. A crucifix in the crowd.
The Pope looked also, just for a moment, almost just a touch embarrassed.
Ready, one. Take one.
Your Holiness, I think you can see from the wonderful reception you have received that the United States is honored to have...
Ready, three.
I thank you for coming to Denver. To this historic gathering of young people from across the world.
Oh, you gotta get this locked up on land. Amen. Who else? I got John on the other camera.
Okay, people from where are you from? Connecticut or Rhode Island? Long Island. This is one of the greatest sales songs you ever heard in your life. Dr. Old Boy, you think you're bad, but we know you're really sad. You got blood on your face, a big mistake, killing babies all over the place. We will rescue, baby. We will rescue, baby. Say it's legal, it's no pain. What over here? From the fallen say there's a higher love. We hear the call, and we're gonna give our all. We will rescue, baby. We will rescue, baby. Even if we're dragged from here, we will never disappear. Even if we're in a town, Jesus Christ has got to help. We will rescue, baby. We will rescue, baby. The young Tommy had us down, and there were angels all around. The pro of one thought we were marked, the Satan's head will soon be cut. We will rescue, baby. We will rescue, baby. In Valhalla we fell down, and then they dragged us all around. On the blankets through the doors, now they don't want us anymore. We will rescue, baby. We will rescue, baby. And until we took our shot, surely kept us here to rock. Jesus Christ, we are not here. Soon after we'll be in fear. We will rescue, baby. We will rescue, baby. In Florida we had my day.
I'm phoning you. It's not unreasonable to ask who they are, is it? Can you say that? Can you say it's unreasonable to ask? It's none of your business. It is unreasonable. You're acting in a public passion, phoning people.
We're back up, folks. God's love by Satan killing these babies inside of this butcher mill. Your offering is just so precious to Jesus Christ. Sitting here, giving up your freedom, putting your life on the line, and doing what the Pope asked you in Denver,
that you lay down your life for your friend. No greater love hath man than to lay down his life for his friend. And he says, are you capable? The Pope asked us, are you capable of risking your life for your friend? And this is our response. Here we are. You should feel good about that. And you should offer this up constantly to Jesus Christ so that he can satisfy God's justice with your act. Every little act that you go through, if somebody humiliates you, that's just precious. Offer that up to Jesus. And don't fight back. We have no quarrel with the police, no quarrel with the judicial system. We have a quarrel with those who kill the babies. We have a quarrel with Satan. And we have a quarrel with those who have corrupted our judicial system and our legislative system and our executive department. The no-God people, the secular humanists. That's who we have the quarrel with. Not with the police. We have the finest system in the world, the judicial system and the police system. And many of these policemen have been raised by a good mother with a rosary. They don't want to do this. They whisper in my ear sometimes. They say, hey, Father, I don't want to do this. All right? But we don't have any quarrel with them. We have a quarrel with the people inside here that are killing our Christian American family babies. They're destroying our families in this building. That's who we have the quarrel with. But we won't fight them with force. We're totally nonviolent. Never has a lamb ever been found to be violent. Never. We just take it. Down in El Paso, they beat through one of our lambs with a hammer until they drew blood through 3 layers of clothes. But the lamb was a beautiful lamb. Never reacted, never fought back. Just stood there and took it, just like Jesus Christ did on the cross. That's what we want to be. We want to be Jesus Christ here today. These police here are generally very good. We don't expect them to hurt our women at all, and we expect them. They're very humane. We don't have to use locks now when there's so many of us out here. And if you work the land concept, we stay in there as many as possible. They won't keep you long. We found that all over the country, but you got to have, everybody's got to pitch in. If you can't make it, if you can't work the land concept, that's all right. Don't feel bad. Don't feel like you're not doing what everybody else is doing. That's not the case at all. You do what you got to do. Do what the Lord tells you to do. You're going to go get married Tuesday or Wednesday or Monday. You better go get married. No? But if you can, and if Jesus Christ is calling you, here's your chance to make your witness for him. Hang in there in solidarity and work the lamb concept.
Trespassing on private property. Repeat, Lieutenant Stewart of the Dobbs Ferry Police Department, you are trespassing on private property. Do not leave the area. You'll be subject to arrest. You're violating trespass laws in the state of New York. Repeat, I'm Lieutenant Stewart of the Dobbs Ferry Police Department, advising you that you are trespassing on private property. Ordering you to leave the property immediately or be subject to arrest. Repeat, I'm ordering you to
You need to introduce yourself to him and get his name and address. Brad, Edward. No, Edward, Brad, Edward.
What's the name of that young priest with,
Thomas? No.
with Keene?
You don't know his name? Would you believe I can't remember? I've been with him for a week, and I've lost it now. I'm sorry. I must be nervous.
Keene. Keene. What's the name of the priest you had? Huh? No, the one you heard. Keene. Can't even get it done. Let me look this way. Hey, Jim. Peter Burns? Burns. Yeah. Did you mention next week? I'll mention it. I'll mention it. How about the priest? Are you bringing your camera for it? No. Politics have been shot. Oh, really? Maybe I never told him that you weren't. Oh. Take it home. Oh. Well, we waited and waited for you this morning, Pat. Oh. I'll see you Tuesday night. Good looking. Okay. Yeah, he was a good looking kid. Young, all right, Father. All right.